first opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium. Got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him.
Colts. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play fake. Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. Now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Brissett. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Brissett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is the Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On first down, Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On play action, now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw again on 2nd down, Brissett. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. Brissett sets to throw it. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll throw again. Brissett. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. The Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for six? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. Working with a 2nd and 3. To throw, Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. $14-0 to score. This is the NFL. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Yardage here. Shaquille Leonard in there to blow that play up.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Play action now. Brissett. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, Brissett. That's complete right side to Lazard. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. Over the middle, puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Texans scoop it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to send him back on second.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it's going to be third down and forever.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Brady. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On third and long, it's Brady. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
A first down throw for Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 40-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, McAllister with it. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A handoff off to McAllister. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Set to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
First down, Brissett. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On the carry, it's McAllister. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Alec Pierce as the first half is winding down. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And some room to roll now. The 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 50 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Throwing now is Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Play fake. Brissett. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Brissett. And that's complete to Cooks. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And calling a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen. And they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Deuce McAllister. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. On play action, Brissett. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll send Beckham in motion right. From the red zone now, Brissett. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Brissett. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. They'll run here with McAllister. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Texans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
To throw is Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Touchdown, Texans! Alan Lazard, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. Brady going to throw.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and...
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now here is another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On play action, it's Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Hey, check it. Let's go.
Throwing is Brady on third down.
And he'll find Pittman.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard brings up 2nd and 3.
Brady Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Sugar! Hey, Alabama. Hey, Alabama.
On first down, Brady.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey.
Shotgun now for Brady.
He finds Pierce. It's complete. And the Colts are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Now Brady again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Brady to throw. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Harris Campbell from 19 yards away. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brissett. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 22. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Brissett.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. it's Brissett. That's caught by Howard. And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is McAllister. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down now, McAllister. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, 66. Hey, both 66.
Here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now Brady. Pass complete to Taylor, running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Regular. Check it.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now Brady. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
And rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Brissett. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Colts